Welcome back, everybody. We're so happy to get him here. He's doing an outstanding job getting people what's properly due them as a result of Hurricane Ian here in the Southwest Florida area. John Shorr, the president of Atlantic Coast Public Adjusters. John, let's bump you in here. Good to get you on the show for the
Thank you
first
for
time.
having me, Lee.
Outstanding to get you here. You are constantly on the move. You are constantly trying to get people that's properly due them as a result of Hurricane Ian. As we sit here, I'm thinking Hurricane Ian was over a year ago, but the residuals of Hurricane Ian is still prominent and right in people's faces, right?
That's correct. What happened after the hurricane was people on the West Coast got devastated. And what I've come to find is a lot of the insurance companies went out of business. A lot of the insurance companies didn't pay property owners what they deserved. And people are still going back and forth with their insurance company. Either were underpaid, didn't get paid at all, or getting the runaround.
Mm-hmm. Should one be intimidated when they're dealing with a big insurance company? Hey, these people are the guys, they determine things. I have no recourse to them. I have to go with what the insurance company says.
Well, unfortunately, people who have insurance would hope that they would do the right thing, and that doesn't always happen. So yes, people do get intimidated. They don't know what to do.
No, I would.
And they kind of feel like, where do I go? So what I do as a public adjuster is I work for the insured, not the insurance company. And I do the same thing that the company adjusters do. I assess damage. I make sure that everything is accounted for and make sure that they get paid exactly what they deserve. Unfortunately, when Hurricane Ian happened, there was so much damage that the insurance companies sent adjusters out to people's homes and properties, and they were so inundated with claims that a lot of the adjusters were in and out very quickly. And
rubber stamp, just getting things, get moving paper.
Moving paper. They didn't have the time or the resources to really go into someone's home and assess it properly. And what happens when that happens? You don't get enough money, or you don't get paid anything at all. And then when the people try to call the insurance company to say, hey, what's going on? I haven't got the money. The insurance company would shuffle around their claim from adjuster to adjuster to adjuster, and no one could get a straight answer. And that's why today, even people who got something, they put their hands in the air, and a lot of them said, you know what, I'm not going to deal with it any longer. I'm just going to take what I can get.
But you say that even if they've already gotten something, that case is not closed. A company like Atlantic Public Adjusters, Atlantic Coast, you can come in there and take a really close look at what's going on, and you've had success in that, right? Go ahead.
A lot of success. What happens is, as long as you, the insured, doesn't sign a release, releasing the insurance company from paying any more money. 9 times out of 10, that doesn't happen, and people don't know that they can go back and ask for more money. If they were underpaid, they can call us. We can come back to their property. We can reevaluate their claim, and 9 times out of 10, get them up to 5 times more.
Whoa.
5 times more than what they've gotten to date.
How much does it cost for people to get the opportunity to interface with your company?
Anywhere from 10 to 20%, depending on the complexity of the claim.
But they don't have to pay anything up front. That's what I'm getting at.
Our fees, nothing is up front. It's after the claim, after we do our job, and we're able to get them the money, and it only comes out of the settlement. So if we're unsuccessful, they don't owe us anything. And also, if let's say you're a homeowner, you've already gotten some money, we only take on the money that we're able to get from this day on. The money that you've already received, that's your money. We don't charge on that.
What makes Atlantic Coast Public Adjusters better or different to be able to take it to another level?
Well, all of the people that we have working for us were experts in construction. We're experts in negotiating with the insurance company. We know what to look for. We know what to include. We know how to interpret the insurance policy to navigate to the settlement that you deserve.
Hmm. The how long generally will it take for people to start seeing to get the money?
Well, we have to really look at where you're at. If you have a home and you were paid something, as long as the company is still in business, because like I said, a lot of companies went out of business. Uh, we'll look at the policy, make sure there's provisions in the policy which allow us to go after more money, which 90% of them do.
Mhm.
Um, and then it usually takes anywhere from a month to 3 months if we can do it on our own.
Mhm.
Sometimes you may have a claim that's been denied. If that happens, we work with first party property claims attorneys who specialize in litigating against the insurance company, and we work along with them in order to get those claims overturned so we can get you a settlement.
Will the insurance company cancel my insurance because I hired an adjuster?
Insurance companies can cancel your policy for any reason. I don't have a crystal ball, but
Hmm.
if you're asking me specifically if they can cancel you because you've made a claim, hired a public adjuster, the answer is no. That would be considered bad faith. So, at this point in time, if you already have a claim that's open, there's really no downside to go back and ask for more money.
What's the difference in a public adjuster and an insurance company?
An insurance company adjuster. Well, insurance companies adjusters, they work for the insurance company. They have their best interest. And again, a lot of the insurance companies adjusters, because they were so busy when the hurricane happened, or even if they're not, um, they want to make sure that they cover the insurance company. Just because you pay a lot of money for insurance doesn't mean they're always going to do the right thing. So we will do a thorough inspection, look beyond the drywall, look beyond the ceiling tiles, or whatever it may be, and make sure that we leave no stone unturned and get the client everything they deserved.
We see all these lawyers out here too, claiming that they can help people get. What's the difference in a public adjuster and a law firm?
Well, an attorney who sues the insurance company, we work with attorneys. So let me start with that. We work with several first party property claims attorneys. The difference is they can litigate against the insurance company to uh, to get a settlement. A lot of times, the time is it takes a lot less time to use a public adjuster. Sometimes hire an attorney can take a year or two. Um, we don't have the ability to litigate as do attorneys. However, um, attorneys do the same thing, except they would use people like us to consult, assess the damage, and come up with some sort of figure that the loss is worth.
At its most basic level, you guys are the experts.
Yeah. To
You're the
say
experts going up against other experts.
when it comes to the assessment of property, yes.
Is it fair to say that insurance companies are always going to do what they can to pay you as least as they can?
I can tell you from my experience, I have never come across a claim that I can't do better. If I have a claim, even on a non-hurricane claim, that somebody has asked me, hey John, I think
Hmm.
I got paid enough. I don't even know if I need you. And I tell them, hey, well, listen, what do you got to lose? There's no downside. And they hire me, I usually can get them more money.
The churches and businesses, right now, as we're talking, we're kind of talking about residential or whatever, but You handle all types of adjustments,
Correct.
including many churches that were affected by Hurricane Ian.
Yes, I work a lot with churches and their congregations.
Mhm.
And a lot of times, the people in the congregation who have insurance, who've never used it before, really don't know the first steps involved in dealing with an insurance claim, and if they got a settlement but it wasn't enough, how to go about getting more money. So a lot of times when it comes to churches, we've gone to a church during a Bible study or on a Sunday service when the pastor can introduce me, and I come up to the front and talk about how I can help the church itself and their congregation. And if they need assistance, we can then get names and go ahead and
So if
look
they're
at
listening
properties.
to you right now, watching on television right now, you're open to them reaching out to you. Give that contact information.
It's Atlantic Coast Public Adjusters. Our toll-free number is 877-561-2524, or they can go on our website at accadjusters.com.
And once they request you to appear or to come out and talk and all these different types of things, that can happen
Right away.
right away.
Right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, man, this has been a wealth of information. Looking forward to getting you back in the future to talk about this to our radio audience, our TV audiences. Be sure to reach out to John and Atlantic Coast Public Adjusters and see what they can do for you. Remember, Miami may have the oranges, but Atlantic Coast Public Adjusters has got
They got the juice.
got the juice. We'll see.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee. I'm so glad that you watched that particular show. And if you enjoyed that show, we got other shows like that. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch Lee Pitts Live on demand anytime. And also hit us up on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live, and there you go.